Some Rivian assembly plant workers are getting pink slips. Rivian says it's cutting a small number of salaried manufacturing employees. The electric vehicle maker isn't saying exactly how many workers are affected, other than to say it's roughly 1% of the total number of employees. Rivian says hourly employees are not affected, and those who are being laid off will be eligible for rehiring.